Okay, so now what we are going to cover in MM is pretty straightforward. First of all, we'll use a use case, which is any industry, client, company. And in that, we'll create enterprise structure or hierarchy. Okay. But before that, we will have an overview of what is SAP and how it actually works. So we'll have an overview of finance, inventory, and a little bit more about SAP modules related to purchasing, Material Master, okay, and inventory movement, okay. So it's pretty much straightforward. This overview, of course, it looks a little bit compact, but when we actually go down into details, it will be much more uh, um, in comprehensively in detail. SAP menu, okay, this is our workspace, and we can have our own user menus where our favorites will be displayed, okay, and SAP menu is one supplied by SAP. And of course, we can create our own and store our own T codes that we will actually work with. For example, if I want to add a T code, what I'll do, insert a folder, custom development, and in this, I will add insert transaction SC11. Okay, and transaction SC38. And transaction again SC80. Now these are some of the transactions that I work with usually, and I can access them without going into details. And where do I get this from? I get this from web client for development, for ABAP, for programming. Yeah, development. And over here we have tools. Sorry, this is ABAP workbench. Yes, overview. SC80, I've added this development SC38. And what else? Testing SC11. It's somewhere. I mean, I've already added what I've actually wanted. Okay. And if I want to add another inventory, let's say insert folder. Inventory MM. I will add a transaction. Okay, transaction will be MM01. This is for creating material master. Then we have transaction for ME20N. for purchase order. So I can add as many favorites, as many T codes that I want. Purchase order, and then we have Myro. Incoming invoice. Migo. Goods movement, invoicing, purchase order, and let's add another one that will be vendor management. Okay.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर। सर ये हम वर्क किस चीज पे कर रहे हैं सर?
मार्केट में जाना है वहां, ये थोड़ी okay. Logistics. Now, since we have added all the transaction that we will majorly and commonly need usually, so let's explore what is the front end of our material management. It's pretty simple and pretty straightforward, and understanding the working of this material management is pretty much consolidated from the front end. This is the front end we are talking about. So first of all, we will be creating material master. Okay, and in material master, of course, we'll create, for example, let me first create a material master. A material master, of course, is your stock batch or raw material or finished good. And for that, we create MM01 transaction is where you create your finished goods or semi-finished goods or raw material or just plain stock material. Okay, for that MM01 is your T code. Okay, I will just give you an overview. So whenever you're creating material in your system, you select an industry and you select the material type. Material type, we will discuss what is material type. Okay, now we are creating a type of raw material. Okay, select views. Now, what are views? Now, what details do we want to be associated with that material is important. Okay, and for that we need basic data that will show with the material, organizational data, sales, purchasing, and storage data will also show this with the material details. Okay, and what else? Accounting 1, costing 1, organizational levels, this is the next part, and ST61, ST61 must set productive, confirm. ST64, let's check. Does not exist. Okay. Let's AA42. Let's check this. This is the plant. Now, what is a plant? Plant is where your material is actually stored or manufactured. Okay.